Hey everyone, today I'll be showcasing my combat game. So this is pretty basic code that I've used to make this. It's just to give you guys an idea of what type of game you can make just with really basic code. You don't need to have that big of an understanding to actually make something that would be a fun game. So I'll just go for a playthrough. To start, you can see my wonderful coding skills. So yeah, I've got a loading bar. This correlates to the correlates to the assets being loaded. You'll notice in the corner here, I've got a text label. This is showing my status. So I'll show you later on what this means. Basically, when I dodge, you'll see that text changes to dodge, and yeah. So right now, I've got an enemy chasing me. You can see he's got a health bar above him, similar to the health bar I have. If I attack him, then he takes knockback, and you'll also see down here there's a red bar which represents me being in combat. So I'll just attack him. There's actually a combo system, so if I attack him 5 times in a row, then he'll get knocked back. I can dash up to him, attack him again. He also comboed me just then, so the enemies have similar skills to you do, which means that every enemy is meant to be like a challenge. It's not like minions that you can just one-shot. The enemy can also regenerate, if you saw just then, and they have a death animation. So over here, I've got a stamina bar. So right now for testing, I've got my stamina set to something like 300, but normally probably have that set to a bit lower. And you can sort of infinite dash. I don't know if I'll keep this as a feature, but it's kind of a fun way to move around. You'll see the stamina bar going down. Yeah. Another thing I've got is blocking. So if you press F, then you can block. If you see over here, the text will go to perfect block and then back to block. This is basically so that if you block as soon as you get attacked, I'm going to make it so that you don't take any damage at all or knockback. If I make abilities later on, then perfect block will negate all abilities. So very similar to a game I used to play called Demon Journey. I'm not sure if any of you have played that, but it was a pretty good game. That's where I'm taking a bit of inspiration from. I'm also taking inspiration from Sword Art Online. If you saw in the thumbnail, I've got Kirito as in the thumbnail. The UI, I've tried to have a Sword Art Online theme for that. And yeah, so I guess I'll show you sort of my code base. It's very messy, so prepare your eyes. I've got these modules. I've got camera shake, I don't use that. I've got combat, and I've got hitboxes. Then I've got server script service. I have the leveling set up. So down here I have the level 1 and had the XP bar. That actually works. I didn't really show you how that works, but yeah, that works. This is like from my leveling system video. I'll put that on the screen. You can watch that if you want. I've also got PvP set up. So this just it's just a quick script that adds all the players to my attackable folder, which means players can attack players. Very simple. And then I have a new regeneration script that I coded, which basically means that you can only regenerate health while you're not in combat. I have a weld sword script, just welds the sword to the player. So those are the server scripts. Then in server storage, I've got the katana model. In starter GUI, I've got the in combat. The in combat GUI, that's that red bar that fills up at the bottom. I have the menu, which is the loading screen, I think. Oh no, it's not the loading screen. This is the menu. I didn't show you the menu, but when you press M, it opens up a menu like this. Actually, I'll show you what I've done for the menu. It's pretty cool. I spent a bit of time on this, not too much, but yeah, it was just a bit of a project to try and learn how to use a different feature in Roblox Studio. So when I press M, you can see the characters here. It's just a viewport, and then I've got these. It's probably going to be some slot for items or something like that. And then over here I'll have attributes. Haven't quite finished that yet, but yeah. What I used to make that that view of the character is a viewport frame. So over here in character display, I have a local script. You can look at this if you want. There's probably a better tutorial on viewports somewhere else, But yeah, that's what I coded. And then I've got the player, which just has mana bar, stamina bar, name, HP, and XP down here. And then now the main bulk of the coding, it was in starter character scripts. So I've got this player script, I've got attacking, blocking, dodging local scripts, and yeah, that's basically it. So in this attacking script, basically just well, I guess I show I detect input, player input. So if mouse button 1's down, or if mouse button 2's down, I've also coded it so that you can hold down or you can spam click, and it'll be like sort of fluid. You won't be jolting, like starting to attack and stopping and then starting, stopping. Some games are like that, and it's very unpleasant to play. So yeah, just a bit of extra code to code that in. Then I've got blocking and dodging, similar things, just detecting input and doing something based on that. And then in the player script, big long script, yeah. And then if I go back to the modules, I've got combat, which basically handles stunning, knockback, dash, and stagger, which is basically that animation that plays when you get attacked. And also abilities, which I haven't actually coded yet, but I'm working on that. And then, yeah, that's basically it. So I haven't yet explained that status thing that I had over here. So my idea was to just have a status value in the humanoid, and it would basically it would be a global variable that just tells the server what the player's status is. So if it's idle, then the player's idle. Sometimes it's dashing, blocking, and just makes it a lot easier. Rather than having a bunch of booleans like I do in some of my previous tutorials, yeah, I just have one string, and it basically handles everything. So this status is handled in combat. It's handled in it's accessed in player. It's accessed in basically most of the scripts. So it's just a way I tried to be a bit neat with my code, because like there's no secret, I'm pretty messy with my code. Yeah, I was just trying to neaten up, maybe improve my Roblox lure skills in the process. But yeah, that's just a quick overview of my combat game. If you think there's a feature that I should add, then leave that in the comments. I might maybe make a world, make attributes, just work on the game. It would be cool to have an actually finished game, because just the secret, I haven't actually ever finished a Roblox game. I'm just like a coder. I don't know how to do any of the other stuff. So yeah, yeah, that was my combat game. So if you enjoyed, I'd appreciate a like or a sub. But yeah, until next time, see ya.